two of my greatest friends are Christians.
No, I'm not saying Muslims are bad people. I'm not saying that. Muslims are very good people in the world, man. I can tell you, they're very good. When it comes to Islam, that's a dangerous. They're very good people. I'm here because of love of Muslim, okay? I'm doing that because the sake of their love, okay? But what I'm saying that when it comes to Islam, they're wrong.
Okay.
Our God saying that the Bible God, his throne is in heaven. You believe that, okay?
Yes.
But now you got here, he said his throne was over the waters. Waters. Allah put the spirit in Maryam and the baby happened.
Okay.
So whose baby is going to consider?
Whose baby is it?
Yeah,
Allah's?
that's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
So Allah has a son which is called Isa.
I will come and check out your booth. Like I said, like I like to hear, you know, I like to hear everything. I don't believe I'm brainwashed.
Oh, brother, I'm glad.
Come hear you
Bro,
out, like-
I'm glad you came here, boss. Are you? You know what,
I'll come.
brother? See, this is a Quran. Okay, these are different Quran. What you're saying, the translation. I have so many Quran. These are different translations.
Okay.
You know, that same thing what we have that called translation, all right? I have like a 1, 2, 3, I have here, the Bible, this Bible, and those are called translation, all right? I have a 37 Arabic Quran, and this is a 2 Quran, has a 5,000 error and contradiction. And they said there's only one Quran. That's the biggest lie. Sheikh Uthman, he's a sheikh, he used to be here, not here today. Sunday he comes, okay? He has at the booth. But he been running because I came because of him. He's lying to people just like you, okay? Quran is one, never been changed. Muhammad's the last prophet, Muhammad this, you know. But that's all lying to them, man. You guys don't read the Bible, you don't read the Quran. The way we're supposed to read, we never read that way. And then we blame, oh, we are Christian, we blah, blah, blah.
What way are we supposed to read? What do you mean by that?
The Bible, you have to read the whole thing, okay? Then you're going to understand. Otherwise, if you read 1 chapter, 2 chapter here and there, that's not going to do good, boss. You know, like if you're going to exam, you know, so you're not going to read the 1 chapter, 2 chapter, and then you say, I'm going to be passed. Cannot be, unless
But
you
like,
see it.
the difference, I would say the difference with that is like for the exam, I study it. I actually I study for the exam. I take my notes, I highlight, and then I go take the exam. I do well on the exam. For this, like I've read through it, but for me to recite it by heart, I would have to read it many times, not just once or twice. So I read the Bible, I read the Quran, but I have to read it probably 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times to really recite it to you. And so I can have a discussion with you, of course, like, but I cannot say exactly everything that you would be asking for of me because I don't have the recollection exactly. So it's kind of like I said, I'll come back. I'm gonna hear you out. I don't know what church you go to or if you like, but you don't have to even tell me. Like
No, I don't. See, I like to
like even because I'm sorry to cut you off.
Sure,
I
go.
apologize.
No, you first.
What you're saying with like church is not the building, it's the people meeting and talking about the Word of God through the Bible. I actually agree with that. That's one of the reasons that drew me away from drew me away from Christianity. Churches, people dressing up in their best and judging you because, as far as I know, God said to come as you are, whatever you have on and stuff like that. And so that's kind of like part of the reason why I drifted away from the church in general. But what I'm going to say is that I'll come here again and I'll read more and I'll read the Bible because, like I said, I have Bibles at home, I have Quran at home. I can read both and then come to my own beliefs and stuff like that. And so that's how I feel about it. That's the only way to really, you can only like talk about something if you understand both sides. Read the Bible, read the Quran, and then I can come to you and speak to you with the knowledge that I need because I don't have it completely, like I said. So,
Bro,
but I'm wanting to hear you out. Like,
brother, it's very simple. If you're gonna buy a car, I'm talking about the car. I say, look, bro, this car, it's very bad. People have a view, okay? This engine is bad. It's gonna take 10 years, and this car is gonna take 20 years. You know, I'm gonna give you different shape, but still you wanna go for that one because you like it. But you already decided. But I showed you different, okay? But you already made your mind. You wanna go for it, okay? Same thing with the Bible and Quran. Look, brother, it doesn't. God say that come to me as it is, okay? But you going to church and looking for a God, that's your mistake. You understand what I'm saying? If you go to church and you say, I'm going to find God here, God is everywhere, but you don't need to go to church. I'm not saying I'm not against going to church. Because church is fellowship. It's good to have that. When you have fellowship, but you have to know there's a lot of churches are bad right now, okay, because they have tried to make money. But you cannot claim the God. Okay? Your duty, God give you the life, God give you a brain, God give you everything, okay? Now it's your duty. If you're really looking for a God, He will find you reading without Bible. You don't need to read the Bible if you're looking for a God. Yes, but if you want to know who He is, then you have to read the Bible. But what you're doing, you are going opposite. You're just saying, I'm looking for a God in the Bible first, and you're going to church looking for a God. You know, God is everywhere, boss. People, they don't read the Bible, they find a God, okay? They don't have to read the Bible in the beginning. Yes, if you want to know more about Him, yes. Look for yourself, and look, Jesus, who you are. Come to my life. Yeah.
I didn't, one thing, I didn't go to church looking for God. First of all, like, we kind of had to go to church before we knew what church was. So I would say that. But God has been a presence in my life outside of church, and I've had His presence with me. I've been through dangerous situations, and God saw me through. So I'm not looking for God in church, but what I was looking for in church is a sense of community, a fellowship, people who believe similar things that I believe. I didn't find that in church, and so that's why I drifted away from church. I know God is not. This is not like. He's not like, this is not the only place you can find Him. Like, He created the world, the natural world, the trees, the land we're on, the plants, the animals. And so being out there is how we can be closest to God, especially if we're with people. But when I go to the buildings, when I go to like churches, you know, it's like, it's not, there's no fellowship there. There's no community. It's more like, oh, like I'm better than you, but I'm in the church, so it's the veneer of I'm a good person. And so, if you understand what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, bro, this is all your understanding. That's what I'm trying to tell you. God does not work with your understanding. God works His own way. Like, suppose if you go and you find a girlfriend, okay, and you right away spend money for, on her for 1 month, okay, and then you find out, man, she's not my type. You cannot blame her. You spend money on her. Same thing if you spend something wrong place, without you asking God, I'm looking for you and help me out to find a good church. So you need a God first, man. Then you look for a church. What we do, people, there's nothing wrong. You can find God, either go church, either don't go church, either go first church. There's no problem with God. God is He knows you. You have to open a heart for yourself. If you're saying that, look, whatever you're telling me, I don't care what you're telling me. I know God is real, boss. He can find you if you're going to search for Him, because Bible says that, look for me, you will find me. I have open arm for you. Quran is not like that, boss. Quran is, we don't know where Quran come from. We do not know. This is a problem. People, they are going, because what happened, people, they are lost already in their life. Okay, and then somebody say, man, I give you green card, I give you this, I'll give you green, everything. Oh man, this is good, take it. Because you're already fed up for something which you do not find something truth on that one. But that doesn't mean that that's wrong. Brother, I'm telling you, Islam is not the way, the life. Man, Islam is whatever you doing right now, is people, they told you. Anything, what they're telling you, it's not in the Quran. Quran is empty. Quran is empty. They say Muhammad is a prophet. Who told Muhammad is a prophet? There is no way we can find out Muhammad is a prophet.
Could it the same way you're saying, like, a Muslim could say the same thing you're saying in reverse about the Bible, though? So it's like, what is the difference?
Tell me one. There's nothing. They just make up. Like, say, anybody, if they bring the Bible and say there's a contradiction and Bible is wrong, God's word cannot be wrong, bro. Quran is not.
But people can change the Bible.
No.
The word of God is the word of God, but people can get print and press and print things in the Bible.
I have you have so many translation in your house, okay?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yes.
Look, let me tell you. Anything you have the Bible, the message is same. Jesus is gonna come. He's gonna die for our sin. He's gonna raise after 3 days. He's gonna go back. The message is same. Those are story what you're talking. They're here and there. Okay, if I tell you that, man, we are walking from here, okay? And I say, man, there was 1,000 people here. And you say 5,000 people. Okay? There's a different numbers, okay? But that does not make us lie, because see, that's on your view and that is my view. All right? So there's nothing wrong. We were in the Balboa Park. We are telling whatever they tell, but that number can be wrong because I missed somebody and you did not miss somebody.
Yeah.
So this number not going to do. What they try to do it from there, okay, he's saying that he killed 5 people and he killed 30 people. has nothing to do with the Bible. Those are number. We never claim the Bible has the original copy. We never say that, okay? Because the Bible is written. It's so old time. We don't have a computer. We don't have a laptop. We don't have any
thousands of
computer.
years ago, yes.
So people, they were writing on the stone and the paper got fade up, okay? And the people, they wrote down, okay? And Hebrew is a one language, is word and numbers are same. There's no difference. If somebody said 3 and somebody wrote down, if one word is gone, that means 3 is mean 4, okay? So I'm saying the numbers has nothing to do. Message of the Bible is the same. Jesus is gonna come. Isaiah 700 years before even Jesus is gonna come, he said he's gonna come and die for our sin, okay? A lot of prophecy going on. Daniel say that, okay? Psalm, David say that. These prophecies are done. The Quran has nothing in there, because see, I feel so sad for people like you, because see, I was walking like you, okay? I was just, wanna be Muslim. I see, because I come from Pakistan, and all people, they're Muslim around me, and they're talking the same stuff. Okay, Allah is one, Quran is one, Bible is changed and all that. But who's telling you that? One person. One person say, and everybody's saying the same word. But that's not true. Bible is not changed at all, because the word of God cannot be changed. Yes, there is error, printing error, we can accept that, but they don't fix it. The Bible, when they have a new first version, second version, third version, they don't change it as it is, because see, they don't want to change. Because
So which Bible would you suggest? Like, I would say, because I have some at home, like what is the name of one you would suggest to read? Is it any of them, or is it like?
Any of them, but make sure it has to be a Christian Bible, not the Jehovah Witness and Joseph Smith Quran Bible. No, don't. Bible is King James it's hard for me to English.
We have a King James Bible.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you need. Even you have NIV, if you have a NTL, those are good Bible, man. Okay, look, if you pull out something like, okay, John 3:16, I'm going to pull out very famous ayah, okay? The very famous John 3:16, I'm going to pull out. Just give you example, okay? I'm going to give you the example. John 3:16. Here you go. Okay, read John 3:16. Here.
Full page?
No, it's 3:16 only.
Okay.
16, ayah 16. What is it? Read that.
For this is how God loved the world. He gave his one and only Son, so that everyone who believes in him will not perish but have eternal life.
That's it.
God sent.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. So I'm just giving you one example. Okay. And look at here.
This one.
Okay. You're familiar with it. Okay. Yeah. So here John 3:16. Okay. And this is the King James, and that's NLT. Okay. And read the 3:16. Say.
God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son. Sorry. Whoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life.
The word is different, okay? But meaning is not a different. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those are because see, the King James are difficult English, and NLT, NIV, they're easy. For me, NIV is a very easy English, but the meaning does not change. You know what people, the Muslims, they try to deceive. People, they're telling the lie to people, all right? Unfortunately, people, they do not look. If you know the Bible, you're never going to understand these people. But we do not know the Bible, and that's why they take us, easily. If you know the Quran, see this guy, I was there for almost 30 minutes before you. Watch that video, I'm going to put it as soon as possible. I have hundreds of videos, okay? But I'm going to put these kind of people so people, they understand. Because everybody, when they come to me, they say, why not you go and talk to them? That's why they tell me. Muslim, when I talk to them, go and talk to them. When I go to them, they don't talk to me. They call 911, okay? Not only me, I have other people, they go them. They call 911 because they think we are harassing them, talking to them, okay? So, but they don't have answers. See, I was there, they never give me one answer. I told him, tell me who those before you. He's not telling me because he knows that he's going to get stuck. I know what they're going to say. And he's on recording. When they're not recording, they're fine because nobody's going to know what they're saying. And I'm going to put the video, watch this guy, how he arrives. But when you go there, he's going to give you the verses on verses, okay, different, you're going to get impressed. But he gave you Surah Maryam 26. That has nothing to do with the fasting. That has something to do with the Jesus on that time. He's eating it, okay? But he was pulling something which has nothing to do with the fast. I'm asking you, why you have to fast? He has no answer. No Muslim will answer you. This is the only ayah in the Quran, Surah Baqarah 183. There is nothing in the Quran except those one or two ayahs. That's it. They're not talked about the fast. And you fasting for no reason. Look, I'm going to ask the same thing. Read that one, please.
I don't believe in fasting for no reason.
So why are you doing fasting?
I gave you my answer. I mean, I'm empathizing with people who can't eat, who can't eat, who can't drink.
But
Might be in unfortunate
if
circumstances. I don't want them.
People, they find out that's bad for your health if you continue not eating that for so long. You're not supposed to. It's bad for your body.
It breaks down the muscle.
So you know what? God has set the body for us, man. Look, we break fast. We call it break fast. Okay.
Breakfast, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
breakfast. Okay. So we eat probably 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. The whole night until 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. We have a long fast every day because God made us like that. He knows that what we need. We are adding something for our own and making people stupid. In Pakistan, if you go in Pakistan, man, in Islamic country, especially I'm talking about Pakistan, okay? There is no restaurant, there is no food store will be open. Even Christian people or people that don't believe in Islam, they have to fast too because they cannot find food. This is, you like that country? They're forcing you to something to do it?
No, but nobody could force me. Because you said the term brainwashed, I don't believe I'm brainwashed. Maybe I don't have the entirety of the knowledge, like you're saying. I don't have the references and notes. I'm sure you
That's what called the
constantly.
brainwash.
But no, to me, brainwash means that
Look at the
somebody controls
No.
you. Somebody makes you believe something.
No, it's not like that. Brainwash means somebody telling you and you trusting him. That's
But,
what. If you look at it, brainwash mean why they are putting something and you're understanding it. That the Coca-Cola, Pepsi, what they are doing, they are bombard the advertising. Okay?
Yes.
So they're brainwashing people. Okay, this is the only one thing you have to do it. There's nothing like that. But that's a lie.
But I would say that as far as United States is not a Islamic country. So if anything, the people who would do brainwashing or have the money to get the message out or advertise like Coca-Cola is Christianity. They're the one America's supposed to be a Christian country. I know we're not.
No, it's not.
I know it's not, but that's
Thanks
the
God
idea.
we have a Donald Trump now.
Huh?
Thanks God we have a Donald Trump now.
I can't hear you.
Thanks God we have a Donald Trump, so
Yeah.
that might help us
Yes.
as a Christian country. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, what you say?
But what I'm going to say is that we're people I'm 26. People my age do not go to church for the most part. They don't follow religions in general. They just do whatever they want, what feels good in the moment, traveling, partying, going to clubs. So clearly our country is not that, right? And so, but I would say that as far as brainwash, there's nobody brainwashed me. It's not like somebody came to me and was you need to hear about Islam, you need to do this, you gotta listen to this. So I don't believe I'm brainwashed. Now, do I have to do more research? Sure, I do have to look into the Bible. I have to read it more. I have to spend time. Like I said, like you said, I can't love Christians. I don't agree with that either. Two of my greatest friends are Christians.
Bro, if you are Muslim, you cannot. It's according to Islam. I'm not saying Muslims are bad people. I'm not saying that. Muslims are very good people in the world, man. I can tell you, they're very good. If you come to Muslim people, they're very good. When it come to Islam, that's a dangerous. They're very good people. I'm here because of love of Muslim, okay? I'm doing that because the sake of their love, okay? But what I'm saying that when it comes to Islam, they're wrong. Okay, so here I'm going to say, see this one here? I'm going to show you a couple. I read this one here. This is the Quran. Read that, what it says. The highlight ones. This one, yeah.
So not the believers take for friends or helpers, unbelievers rather than believers.
See?
If
What
any
is it?
do that,
Yeah.
shall have no relation left with Allah,
Allah,
except by
okay.
way of precaution.
So if you have relationship with most Christian or Jewish, you will cut off for Allah.
Allah, Yahweh, God, this is the same name, it's the same
Bro.
person.
Those are titles. Allah,
Yes.
if I give you the name of Allah, okay, you're not going to become Allah.
No, I will, yeah, of course
That's
not.
exactly. If somebody is saying this is Allah here, that doesn't make that. If I put in a book and I said I was talking to Allah, okay, but I'm not talking about Allah is a God, okay. I'm talking to Allah is one of my friend named Allah. If somebody say that, oh, that's God, he's talking to God, is foolish, because the Allah of the Quran has no credential like God.
I would say that the people who, let's say the people who first heard the faith, first heard the word of God, Moses on the mountainside, so on and so forth, they all spoke different languages. So they could say what God is to them, mean the same person, but it would sound different because they speak different languages. And so that's what I'm saying when I'm saying Allah, Yahweh, it's all the same thing. They speak different, people who, let's say, I'm not familiar with all the different Middle Eastern countries, but let's say Kazakhstan, let's say Pakistan, let's say Dagestan, all those different places, right? They speak they might have similar languages and similar beliefs, but they have different languages. So when they say something, even if it's the same word, like it's like the same thing with like saying water in two languages, or not the same, but that's an example. Let's say like, I say water in English, and then agua in Spanish, and then what's water in Pakistani?
Pani.
Pani. So it's like all three different things, same thing though.
Beautiful.
So,
I have no problem with what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, okay? But the water has to be a same of water, okay? If somebody's saying water to Coke, that's not going to work. The water is water everywhere, okay? It's the same format, okay? All right? H2O, okay?
Yes.
So that's a water. If somebody's saying this water, and then somebody said, cola is a water, no, that's not, okay? But the same thing, they have to have the same match, okay? It has to have the same thing, okay?
Yes.
But here, Allah credential and the Yahweh credentials are different. Very first thing. Yahweh God is a multiple. It's a Yahweh means multiple, plural, okay? Plural. Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. That's
Trinity.
Trinity, okay? Islam does not believe in that. That's God is Himself. There's nobody beside Allah. He's only one. And how Allah can love somebody if it's one? So
he's God. I don't. God could do anything. Like that's what I'm saying.
Let me ask you. Before creation,
Okay.
nothing was in here. In the creation, Allah was only one. Who you gonna talk? He's gonna love?
He created everything else.
Okay, but He created way later on. Okay, but He cannot love us because we are not the same format.
We're created in His image.
No, how'd you get that one? How'd you get that?
That's what Christianity says.
Yeah, that's what the Bible. But that's not Islam. Believe that. God, according to God, Islam, we don't know where they come from. We don't know.
No, in the Bible, I think you guys are molded from clay, right? Or molded from clay or something like that. Like when He was making people. And the Quran is made from mud, but it's the same thing. Like He made us from mud and created human beings, but we're made in His image.
Who's His image? Where's the Quran
God's
say
image.
that? Quran doesn't say.
Like I said,
Quran.
I'll be back next Saturday,
Yeah,
but
Quran does bro. I'm not saying that. Okay, what you believing has nothing. Look, bro. My duty to tell you that. Okay, we're not gonna be hanging over something. Fighting over for little thing. Okay. What I'm saying, what I'm trying to tell you. Look, the Quran is not the same as what you believe that. Okay, because you never read the Quran. If you're reading it, you do not understand. First of all, I showed you several. This one here. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you want to believe it or not, they said believer cannot have unbeliever friends, okay? You cannot.
My friends are believers.
But you're not a Muslim then. And then he said that you're going to cut out from Allah.
That's not.
This is a Quran I'm reading for you.
I understand that.
So, if somebody's telling you and you believe, that's okay. Allah telling you that. And then if you're saying, no, I'm not going to do that, I'm going to do whatever.
The reason why I said I would like to read the Quran or read the Bible specifically is because this is because someone could, let's say an atheist came up to you and he read something in the Bible or whatever, and he wanted to prove a point to you. That's out of context. That's reading one portion of a verse and then saying that everything in it is incorrect. I think that you have to read the totality of something, get the full context, and then you can be able to speak about it.
You're very right. Quran has no context, man. Quran has nothing. Quran is way out of order, because if something is talking Adam, it's going to talk about the Jesus. It's going to talk the Mary. There's no context in the Quran. I'm not saying that you have to study, okay? Look, I want to give you one more.
I do have to study, though. I have to study.
Okay, you have to study. There's nothing wrong with that, man. We just, okay, I'm going to give you other one. Okay, look at what say that. I'm going to give different.
Oh, you who believe, take not the Jews and the Christians for your friends and protectors.
Okay.
They are but friends and protectors to each other. And he amongst you turns them for friendship is of them. Verily, Allah guides not a people unjust, those in whose hearts is a disease, and you see how eagerly they run about amongst them, saying, we do fear lest the change of fortune bring us disaster.
So Allah is telling you cannot have a Jewish and Christian friend.
But I've also read, I said, I've also read in the Quran that Jews and Christians who remain faithful will receive the reward. Reward as in heaven, Jannah.
But that has nothing to do with the making a friend. If Quran saying that, okay, you're saying that you can marry with a woman, but that's a contradiction. They say you cannot have a friend here, and then other one is say that you can marry with the Christian girls and other non-believer. That's a contradiction.
So let me ask you something.
Sure.
If my friend's a Christian, can they be friends with me since I'm Muslim?
Oh yes, Christian we cannot. We can. Christian because we are all God's children. Yeah. Islam does not believe that. In the Quran, yeah, they believe that just out of Quran. You know, like nice Christian Muslim people. Oh, we believe we are friends. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. That's a very nice of them. Okay. But when come, like I told you, they're very good people. When come to Islam, no, because Islam teaches them. Simple is that I give you 2 ayah. I have so many ayah.
2 ayahs, yes.
Yeah, I have so many.
No,
Okay.
I believe you.
Yeah, so Quran says that you cannot have a relationship with Christian and Jewish. Period. And if you ask them why, they don't have any reason. The Quran does not give any reason. Quran is telling so much lie in this Quran, man. You won't believe that. You have to study. If you have any doubt, you come to me because you're going to Sheikh or Imam.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll read both, and then I'll come back, and we can have a better discussion.
Beautiful, bro.
Okay.
I'm telling you, this Quran, first of all, Allah does not know what He's doing. Allah is in the Quran. Allah is not the God. Muhammad was somebody named Allah. He was talking to them, but Muhammad never spoke to angel, man. This is the biggest blunder. They show you the ayah, you know, Ikra Bismillah. That's what they told you, okay? But that's 96. They're not showing. Ask any imam, Okay, how you know that Allah told him Muhammad is a prophet? Who told him?
God.
God never spoke to him.
He sent him as the final messenger.
But who told him? I understand that. Who told him?
Who told him, Muhammad, that he's the final prophet?
Yes.
God did.
But God never spoke to him.
How can you show that? How can you prove that?
Because that's what I'm trying to tell you. Quran never give any reference that Muhammad was talking to Allah. And they Muslims believe that. Allah never spoke to Muhammad. Angel spoke to Muhammad. But angel even never spoke to Muhammad. That's the biggest lie. See that what he did, same thing. He read you 1 ayah. This is all they're gonna do it, which is, remember that 96, Surah 96. And I told you, look at that, man. This is so bad, man. I feel so excited when I'm talking to people like you, because you know what? I know you lost, man. Because of, not lost because of something wrong. It's because of Islam. Because they're telling you something not true. They're just, okay, what he did, he pulled the ayah, which is this one. 96. Yeah, there you go. That's what he told you to read. See, they put in the bracket, proclaim, read, in the name of Lord. Okay, and then where's Allah, where's Muhammad here? Or where's the angel here? That's the time they tell you that, oh, Muhammad told to read here. He was talking to Muhammad, angel. But where is angel here? But they have ayah here when they show that Moses was talking to Allah here. Okay, like Moses, verily I am your Lord, therefore put off your shoes. Okay, so here Moses' name is here and Allah is here. Both name is here. But they cannot find any ayah like that angel was talking to Muhammad. This is the biggest lie.
I'll look through it. I'm hearing you out.
Please,
I'll
man.
look through it.
Look, I'm going to tell you. Again, I told you 2 times over. Jesus came to this world. He died for our sin. And Jewish, Roman, atheists, scientists, Christian, Muslim, they believe that he came and died for sin. Very easy to understand. Where's Muhammad? He's in hell. Where's his parents? He's in hell. He cannot save his parents and his daughter. His daughter asked him, Maryam, he said, Dad, what's going to happen to me? I said, I do not know what's going to happen to me. How can I going to save you? You following the guy, he's dead in the grave, and how he's going to save you? Man, leave Islam here as soon as possible. Don't even go to mosque anymore, man. To read the Bible, go to good church, you find where they're teaching the Bible. But first, read the Bible in the house. Spend time, nighttime, daytime, whatever time. If you're looking for a God, man. If you're looking for a Jesus,
I feel like God's with me right now, so.
No, man, that's what atheists believe, Hindu believe, all they believe same thing. That's everybody saying that. If I talk to Hindu people, atheists, I believe the God is with me. I mean, that doesn't work out.
I mean, atheists don't say that, but like.
A lot of atheists even believe that, they changed it. They said, I believe that, there's a manpower out there, okay? But they don't believe God. They say there's something out there, and that Hindu, there's a million gods. They say, I'm not talking to God. Yeah. So, I mean, that's all human, we have that, mentality thinking here. But, when you're walking with God, you're never going to, suppose you have, how many fathers do you have?
How many, huh?
father do you have?
How many fathers?
Yeah.
You talking about God, my father, or
No,
my actual dad?
father. Yeah, how many fathers do
just
you have?
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you call anybody else your father?
If I'm talking about God, yes.
I'm talking about your father.
Like talking about human, just specifically. Yeah, no. He's my dad. He's my
You know that, okay?
Jerome
That's the
Senior,
because
yes.
he's in here. But the person who's sitting in the heaven, he said, "You call me a father. I make you in my image. You are my son and daughter." And he came and he said that have a relationship with me. You don't have to do anything for me to get to me, because that's why I came to you. Other religion try to reach God doing 5 times prayer. Prayer is not in the Quran even what you're praying. And I'm going to, funny is that, funny. Look at that here. This is the ayah they were saying that's ayah 183. Read this one here.
Oh, you who believe fasting is prescribed.
Read that.
Oh, you who believe fasting is prescribed to you as it was prescribed to those before you, that you may learn self-restraint.
Okay, so Allah saying that you may learn. What good is that? If you're fasting and everything and you're doing something and Allah says, you may learn. What good is that? Man, if I tell you, bro, come for work for me for 1 week or 2 weeks, may I will pay you. Will you work for me like that?
No.
Okay, see, here we go. Now, that's
but I don't.
Well, yeah, that's
But
one.
I
Okay,
think-
read this one here. I showed you this one. Read that, okay? So, read that.
So establish regular prayer and give zakat and obey the messenger, that you may receive mercy.
Okay. So what is saying?
May is like, that's like for example, in the Bible, there's a lot of parables and there's a lot of things that maybe aren't exactly. It's not a clear-cut thing. Like when you're saying like traveling, what is it? The seeing to the eye of a needle, or go there. It's easier to.
Yes.
It's easier to for a rich man to go to the eye of a needle than it is for a poor man to get into heaven.
You know what the iron nail? You know what that means?
What does that mean?
Yeah. See, that's why you have to know
No,
the
I'm
Bible.
asking.
Okay. When you go to Israel, okay, there's a gate.
Yes.
There's a big gate, the big one. All right. And there's a one small one. Nighttime they don't open those doors. At daytime they don't open the big one. Nighttime they open the small one. So when they said camel has to come and they have to take off everything from whatever they're carrying it. So then they have to go through. But that's very difficult for camel to get into that. He's talking about that. He's giving a reference of that door because they have a big door and I have a small door inside. Okay. So he's talking about that. For camel to enter to that one is a very difficult. Same thing for man to enter into kingdom of God. So he's giving a reference. He's giving a reference, okay? But you have to know the Bible and then you understand that. See, a lot of times.
But I do know what that means. I'm familiar with what you're talking about. What I'm saying, I was using that as an example to say that oftentimes, not just the Bible or the Quran, but like most religious texts don't speak just flat out. They say parables and you have to interpret it and you have to understand it, but it's not like specifically like A to B necessarily. Like some things are the commandments, for example.
When Bible talks about it, it gives you explanation for there. If it's parable, he will tell you the parable.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like a Bible. It's something you're comparing with a book, which is we do not know who wrote down where it's come from. And the book you're talking about, the God came for it and His word. Matthew, Luke, Mark, there were disciples walking with Him. They wrote down about Him. Jesus never wrote the book. You know that, okay?
Yes.
So Quran, we don't know where's the Quran come from. You comparing apple to orange. That's not. Yeah, you're not gonna compare, man.
I don't think it's the same. I don't think it's apples to oranges. I think it's in a way that people don't write. I'm gonna say, so like, for example, like I read a lot. I like to read. So if I'm reading a book, it's usually like flat out. There might be plots, there might be elements, there might be mysteries, but for the most part, I can read a book A to B. For the Bible, for the Quran, for let's just say whatever Hindus read, their books probably you can't read through it and immediately get complete understanding. I think that's like the Bibles and the Quran and those types of texts are too intricate and take multiple times through to fully get the understanding. Even if let's say like you're a Christian and you accept Jesus in your heart and believe in the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, you can still read through the Bible and not understand it like right away. So like, so that's what
I'm not saying that. Not understanding, that's a different story. Understanding and ignoring it, that's a problem, okay? I'm giving you from Quran, okay?
I've read them.
Yeah, and say, may you have that, okay? And that Arabic word is might. That means might. So Allah saying that, and Jesus clearly said that, if you come to me, I will give you salvation. He did not say that, oh, might I'll give you salvation. Here Allah is telling you, look what He's telling you, look at what He's saying that. He's saying, so establish regular prayer, okay? Man, you pray 5 times or 6 times regular, okay? And then you say that, and give zakat. You know what zakat means? Give, money or, charity, okay? And then he said that, and then obey messenger. So you're doing all good stuff, okay? And then he's saying that might I will give it to you. What good is that then?
Because if you, let's say, if you're doing good things just to get to somewhere, that's not really genuine. So you have to do those things, and I'm sure there's other things we have to do as well, and those will get you to it. But if you just do, let's say you just pray, or you just do this, or you don't go to the mosque, like you do this, so it's like
let me
you
give
have to do the.
Okay. Look, bro, you can say anything I want to say like here. Okay, I'm gonna give you. All right, here you go. So this one, I'll give you a couple more. Okay, this is okay. Read that.
We have sent it down as an Arabic Quran in order that you may learn wisdom.
Okay.
May learn.
Yeah.
Yes.
May learn. So if the Quran is there, if you're gonna learn, may learn.
But to me, may is not like, it's not like that's an operative word. Like not everybody who reads the Bible or the Quran or anything is going to get the wisdom from it. That's why a lot of people are atheists now. That's why a lot of people don't believe in anything. That's why a lot of people are agnostic, where they're like, oh, there might be something, but I don't know. Or they like, so it's like that may is like not everybody's gonna hear something and interpret it exactly as it should be.
I will tell you again. I'm gonna give you a couple and then read that. Okay, read this one. This is the most important one. Okay, read that. What it says.
And obey Allah and the messenger that you may obtain mercy.
Obey Allah and messenger. So what is the important thing? If you're obeying Allah and if you're obeying messenger, that's the top thing you're doing it, okay? Because Allah telling you do this, do this, do this. You're following, okay? And you're following messenger. And he said that again, may obtain mercy. So what good is that?
I think it's because somebody could do those things or do it for a certain time, and then they might sin, or they might do this, and they might. So it's like I don't like that. May isn't the end all be all. It's not the I caught you. Like,
so see what I'm telling you. I asked you earlier. I said work for me 2 weeks and may I'll pay you. So you said I'm not gonna work for you.
Of course not.
All right.
But I think
but he's Allah telling you the same thing. Do things for me and may I'll give you. Why you follow me? What's the difference?
The difference is you're a human being and God's God. Allah is Allah. Like that's the difference.
Okay.
Like a person can say, read this and you'll gain knowledge or whatever. And sure, I might read it, but I'm not necessarily going to believe them immediately.
So why Allah using? He's a God. That's right.
Yes.
So why using may I'll give you?
So
he doesn't have that.
What do you mean?
What
he doesn't have it?
What he's promised you? He said, might I'll give it to you.
No, he has it. You got to be faithful and maintain.
He's saying that obey me, obey messenger, and may I'll give it to you. He's saying that to you. Obey.
Yes.
Both.
Okay.
And might I'll give it to you. What good is that?
Because the might is there because you may sin. You may do something different. You may commit.
That's not a question.
Yes.
The question is that obey. You are obeying 100%, all right? You're obeying 100%. You obeying 100% 5 times prayers, or you following whatever that, and after that he's saying, "May I'll give it to you." What good is that? He not say that. Oh, might be if you mistake here and there.
Isn't that where faith comes in?
No, of course not. Faith without act no good. Faith without act no good.
But if that's the case, somebody could be like, somebody who doesn't believe in anything could be like, oh well, I'm about to hurt you right now. God is supposed to save you. Like why is he not saving you?
It's a blind faith. That's called blind faith. We're not talking blind faith.
But you have to have blind faith in a higher power. You can put if it's blind faith in like a human being, they're probably going to disappoint you because they're human. We're fallible. We make mistakes. You might do something to here and there. So it's like blind faith in God. You're supposed to have that. Like a Christian has blind faith in God.
What sense Christian has a blind faith?
In the sense that they believe
that's what Bible says that you don't gain the grace because you're doing something. Grace I'm giving you, just I love to give you grace. Okay. Nobody can get the grace because you're doing something. Like a love, if you are doing anything from your parents and you're gonna give your parents gonna say, okay, you're gonna work today, everything, then I'm gonna love you. Man, parents love is no cost.
Yeah,
he's gonna love you unconditional. Same thing. It say that. The grace I'm giving you because not you doing something. Nobody can get grace because somebody is doing something. Here in Islam is different. He's saying even you're doing something, might you will receive. God says that, okay, I'm not giving you grace because you're doing something good for me. You understand what I'm saying?
So can you say it again? Or
Okay,
same?
the grace, salvation is God is not grace is not giving because we're doing something. Grace is giving because we accept Him. That's all. All
And
right.
Jesus died for our sins
Yes,
and so on and so
believing
forth.
on Him. Okay. All right. But here, the opposite here. Not because we're doing okay. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. That's what I'm saying. Christianity is a relationship with Jesus. Once you have a relationship with Him, that's all you have. That's all you need.
But somebody could have a relationship with Jesus, or at least start with one, and still they would be like, I feel like if they're going through a hard time, they're going through, maybe they lost their job or whatever. I have faith that God will see me through this situation, and so that's having blind faith that God will provide for me. God will give me another job. God will do the X, Y, and Z. I'll make a business. So like so that faith is the same thing. That's where the faith comes into the may. It's like you have faith that that'll happen. Like it's not guaranteed because any number of things could happen. You could die tomorrow without making up for your mistakes on earth, and so on and so forth. You could live another 80 years and have time, but we don't know. So that's why you have faith in general for Christians or just in general. Or for Muslims or any religious belief system, that's where the faith comes in. So I don't like the may and faith. Like I don't believe that. That's like I don't.
Tell me where the Bible say that if you're gonna come to me, I'll make you a rich man, or I'll make you everything what you're looking from this world.
No, well I'm not.
That's right. Bible never say that. Bible see coming to Jesus. That doesn't mean that I'm gonna get the rich home, big home, or money and all that stuff.
No,
Yes.
I'm not talking about that. Like I'm talking about a regular person. Like they lose their job. Let's say they work.
Yeah, but
they
I'm
work
saying,
at that museum.
No,
they lose it.
Suppose I'm a Christian follower of Jesus Christ.
Okay.
And next day they fired me. Okay. And I said, God, you told me that if I'm gonna follow you, are you gonna keep my job for forever?
No,
never.
like that's not what I'm saying though.
So,
I'm just saying that they were gonna have faith that God will help them get another job.
Well, yeah.
He doesn't have to be rich. He doesn't have to be a big Lamborghini or
he will.
But he'll provide for you.
He will. If it does not, that doesn't mean that God, because he might be has a problem to get the job. God has other way to do something for him.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're not talking about. But what I'm saying, Allah here is saying that you do this thing for me, follow me, and follow my Allah and Muhammad. May you have a mercy on me.
That's faith to me. Like that's where the faith part of that equation comes in.
Bro, what kind of faith you have then? He's telling you, the Allah is telling you, look, I'm telling you, man, I'm not gonna give you money if you work for 2 weeks. So why are you gonna work?
I understand the analogy you're making, but it doesn't fit because a human being is separate from the Almighty.
Okay, how do you know that Allah is Almighty? How do you know that?
He's his
Quran
God.
of Allah. Man, that's a title. That's his title. That's his name. How do you know that? What format Allah is?
What do you mean? Like
What format Allah is? Where is he at?
in heaven or everywhere?
Where is it at?
Huh?
Where is it at in the Quran?
Like I said before, I don't know the Quran.
No, what you quoting? That quoting from the Bible. According to Quran, let me give you where's Allah is. Okay, where's Allah is? Okay, let me see. Where's Allah is that? Okay, let me find out. And I think you need to spend some time. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, read that. 7:11. Where's 11? Hold on, 11. Okay. Okay, here you go.
Right here, just highlighted.
Yeah.
His throne was over the waters.
Okay, that's Allah. His throne over the water. So means he's on the water side. He's not everywhere. His throne is on there. But according to Bible,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'm not
according to the Bible, the God throne is on the heaven. All right. Allah throne is over the water.
Water's like in.
Now you can have any explanation, but I have no problem with that. Okay. Look at, I'm telling you the different.
Okay.
Our God saying that the Bible God, his throne is in heaven. You believe that, okay?
Yes.
But now you got here, he said, his throne was over the waters. Waters. So
the
what
oceans, all the oceans of the world, waters.
But what I'm trying to show you.
I
there's
know
a difference.
you are.
Yeah, I'm trying to show you that. Because he's not the same God. His throne, we don't know where is in the water over the waters. Which water is he talking about? We know the heaven. We don't know which water he's talking about. It's Pacific water or the ocean, or which water he's talking about.
All water. He's the Lord of all the earth. All the earth and the like water.
He's not
earth.
saying earth. See, no. See, that's no problem. He said he's throwing on the water. But see, what I'm trying to tell you, you do not. And what format he is?
What form?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I also wouldn't know. Like, like let's say like when I'm Christian
Sure.
and stuff like that, I don't know what form God takes. Like God could take any form.
Look, he can take any form,
Mm-hmm.
but he said that he make in his own image to us.
Okay, so it
All
looks
right?
like he's
Like okay, us, but he's in a spirit. He said he's a spirit God.
Okay.
It's spirit.
Yes.
But according to Quran, what format Allah is?
It's like I wouldn't be able to tell you either way.
Go and
so,
ask.
Okay.
That's a big
So
issue.
I'm not gonna go like because the only reason I'm saying I'm not gonna go and ask because like you're saying I'm getting brainwashed. So I want to read the Quran myself
But
or
Quran,
read it more.
You're not
and
gonna.
then-
You're not going to. I wish you're gonna understand the Quran because with the translation you have, you're not gonna find whatever is in the Quran. Look, they
Well,
said
I can't speed run. I have to learn Arabic, and I'm learning it,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I have to learn it. I mean,
Yes, you know, Jesus is Son of God. You believe that?
when I was Christian, sure, yes.
Yes. Okay, as a Christian, but you know, but you know, your Quran saying that here. Read this one here. He said here.
And remember. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go.
And remember her.
Don't read the bracket one. So, it's in the bracket.
Oh.
And her who got it. Yeah.
And her who guarded her chastity, who breathed into her from our spirit. Then we made her and her son a sign for all peoples, and we made her and her son. Yeah.
Okay. So this is
He's a
according.
prophet.
Where's the prophet here?
That's like her son a sign for all people. That's
Oh, read this one here.
we breathed
Yeah.
into her from
Who
our
we?
spirit.
First of all, who we? Who we?
I don't know. I'd have to read the. I would have to. What is the
Yeah,
page before that say?
when we in the Quran is we, is God basically. All
Okay.
right. Yeah. So he said we breathe, and he who guarded her chastity. That's a Maryam basically, and we breathe into her. So Allah breathed into her. Allah Himself.
Breathed, and I'm assuming that's you talking about when Mary got pregnant with
So,
Jesus.
don't see you're mixing the Bible. No, don't mix the Bible.
That's not the. Isn't it like who is he talk? Who is the her he's talking about?
The Maryam, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't bring the Bible. That's it. That's why you're confused. When I'm showing you the Quran, so you bring the Bible. Don't bring the Bible.
I'm not attempting to bring the Bible.
That's what you say
I'm
it's in the
asking you
Bible. No.
Who is the her
Okay,
that they're
let me
referring
let
to?
me give you that other one so you can understand. What I'm trying to you try to. Okay, you can have this one better. Okay.
Mary, the daughter of Iman,
Mm-hmm.
who guarded her chastity, we breathed into her body of our spirit, and she testified the truth to the servants of the words of her Lord and of his revelation, and
Okay.
was one of the
So now
devout
you
servants.
understand he's talking about the same ayah. It's a two different place.
Mm-hmm.
So Allah breathed into Maryam. His spirit. Her spirit.
Mother of Jesus, right?
No, that's a Isa. That's a total different person.
Different person,
Yeah.
okay.
It's basically they call it Isa, but that's not Jesus. You know, Jesus is not the same person in the Quran. They follow that Son of God. Okay. Jesus of the Bible and Jesus of the God is two different people. But we talk about it. That's okay because they think that's a Jesus. Okay. But this is Isa. That's a different person. You know why the different person? Because when he's saying that here, we breathe into her body of spirit, the Mary, daughter of Imran. That's a Imran, which is Moses and Aaron's sister. So Moses and Aaron, it's way before Jesus' time. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like I said, so that's different person, all right? But we don't care about that right now. We're just talking about here what Allah did. Allah put the spirit in Maryam, and the baby happened.
Okay.
So whose baby is going to consider?
Whose baby is it?
Yeah.
Allah's?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
So Allah has a son which is called Isa.
Okay.
That's called Jesus. So you saying that Muslims they don't believe Jesus son of God? He is the son of God according to Quran.
I'm gonna have to read it.
Bro,
Like, no, I
read it.
understand. Like, I have to read it myself. Like,
I can show you so many things, man.
but
Here.
the thing with like this, like to get either of these books, you need to read the entirety of it. That's my opinion. That's my belief.
First you have to ask for him. Jesus help me because look, you're gonna
Like,
take time. Yeah.
trust me, I've called on Jesus and God. I've been through trials in my life. Like, and I must say, He has showed up for me. I've been in situations where I couldn't get out, but I mean, that seems like
So you show up Jesus, and then you come to Islam. So you think Jesus and Islam is together? Jesus is Son of God. He died, and look at the Luke 16:16 and Matthew 11:13. There is no prophet gonna come after the John the Baptist. That all considered. But I'm going to show you the Bible. So, okay, here we go. Read this one.
The law and the prophets were until John.
Yeah.
Since that time, the kingdom of God has been preached, and everyone is pressing into it.
That's it. So there is no prophet going to come after John the Baptist, and because if anybody comes, they're going to consider false. It's Bible is clear, man. And if you're saying that you follow Jesus, this is a Jesus word. And how you can say that I'm following Jesus? I understand Muslims say that because they never read the Bible. They do not know Jesus. And I can tell you, like I say, once you know somebody, like so you know me, okay? And you know me, I'm a very good guy, you know, I never lie, I never steal anything. If somebody say that, man, no, I don't believe Tony never gonna steal, all right? And other person, Muhammad tell you to lie, kill, and look at it. I'll give you hadiths. Muhammad tell you that this is a Muhammad, okay? He said, according to hadiths, I don't bring hadiths because the Quran never say go to hadiths. Quran said, I give you this book final and do not go out of Quran. You have to stay in the Quran.
Okay.
So I don't go, but but this is a saying of Muhammad, so I have to look for saying. So he's saying that, so you're following the person who's saying that. This is Tirmidhi 1939, that's a book of hadith, okay? He's saying it is not lawful to lie except in the three cases, okay? Something the man tells his wife to please her, so you can lie. And then to lie during the war, and the lie to make a peace. So Bible says that do not lie. Liar cannot go kingdom of God. But Prophet of Allah is teaching you to lie.
Like, for as good as everybody tries to be, there is some lie or shape or form that happens. Like, I think, like, even if you lie and you don't know it to be a lie, it's still a lie. So you understand what I'm saying? So, like, that's
okay,
not...
Let me ask you. If you did something wrong,
Okay.
and you're going to tell wife to lie to her? If
No,
you
I'm gonna tell her the truth.
Look, okay, suppose you slept with a woman outside, okay? And she asks you, where did you go? What you going to say? You
Tell
don't
the
sleep?
truth.
Tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
But he's telling you to make a peace, to lie.
No, he's saying that it's
Look
not...
at here.
It is
Man to-
not lawful
yeah.
to lie except...
Yeah,
So that's
three
what I'm
times.
saying.
3 times.
Yes.
Okay, something the man tells his wife to please her.
But it doesn't say unlawful. It doesn't say it's unlawful to tell her the truth in that situation.
Man, anything I'm trying to tell you has nothing. He's telling you can lie.
Okay.
If I'm telling you can
Can I
steal.
take one of those?
Sure, you can take of this one. You can.
Okay.
And also I'm going to show you that if you have a 6-year daughter, will you give her to 50-year? Suppose you have a daughter, okay? Everyone say, can you give it to me? I'm a 59 years old to marry.
Of course not.
Muhammad married 6 years ago. Are you okay with that?
I see that a lot, and I honestly don't know if that's... I don't know if that's the case or not. Like, I don't know if that's the truth. Like...
But that's a truth. Both they say not 6, but Hadith saying 6, and they marry, and 9 they have a sex.
Okay,
So-
but Christian kings in
Bro.
England... No. I'm saying, like, Christian kings in England...
Bro,
Had-
I have nothing to do. He's a prophet and king. Bible never teach that.
Okay.
I'm talking about the Jesus, okay?
Okay.
I'm talking the Bible. Show me from
about
the
Jesus,
Bible.
okay.
Yes, yeah, that's not okay. Look,
I cannot show you from the Bible.
Yeah, people, because the Bible has nothing. I'm talking about the Jesus. He came to nobody find the sin in him.
No, I know.
And this guy who has the issue, and he killed somebody. Okay, he killed a lot of people. He killed. Look at Muhammad killed. Prophet killed a Jewish lady for killing a girl for order for their ornaments.
Doesn't the Bible say thou shalt not murder?
Yes, but that's the Muhammad killed. That's a prophet. How can you go and okay? You can take this one. There's a lot of good stuff here, and
Okay.
this is all reference from their book. Okay?
Okay.
They have excuse. They give it that, but you know what? If you follow the prophet who is a sinner, he's a sinner. Okay? How can you follow the sinner? And there's a Jesus is no sin, is he? Why is it so difficult, boss? I give you here.
I'm not saying it's difficult. However, in order for me to just, we've been talking for I don't know how long now, and it's been
30
a good,
minutes,
it's been a good discussion. But for you to be like I'm getting brainwashed, and then
Forget about that. That was a
Okay,
forget
but-
about brainwash.
okay, but what I'm
you
saying
already
is, like-
explained that. Okay, that forget it. Okay,
Okay.
I'm telling you, mostly the people they are brainwashed, constitution, they never read the book,
Yeah.
and they're just remembering what the people they're saying that. I consider that brainwash. If you think that's not a way, that's fine. We don't gonna fight over that. Okay?
Okay.
I'm just trying to tell you, man. Look, Jesus is no sin, and he said that there is no prophet going to come after me, and I am the way, there is no other way. I mean, why difficult to take the other path? And you know, he's a jealous God. He said that if you go that path, I have no problem, because see, that's why he gave you free will. And if you give you free will, that's up to you.
Okay.
You take him or take the other person. Doesn't matter, you're Hindu, Sikh, or whatever the religion you are. He doesn't mind. He gives you the free will. But you know, that's your job, is to decide where you're going to go. I showed you that. Look, Muhammad was a sinner.
Okay.
Okay. He did so much bad stuff. Okay. And Jesus is here. He never done anything wrong. It's what easy to go for it.
Some of Jesus' disciples sinned, but they were forgiven by Jesus, and then
Bro, I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about the neighbor of Jesus, son of father. I mean, brother of Jesus. I'm talking about Jesus.
Okay.
Nobody died for us. He died. Jesus died.
Yeah.
We're not talking about Paul died, or you know, what somebody died. I'm talking about Jesus. And Jesus is the one who said that there is no prophet gonna come and do not take. Jesus said that anybody bring any gospel than what you have is gonna be a curse. So if you're taking it, brother, I have no problem. You take whatever you want to do it. He's the one who's saying that if you take any gospel or anything else besides what I'm giving you, you're gonna be a curse.
what I'm saying is that operating off of that, he killed somebody for whatever the reason is. I think someone stole from somebody, so he killed that person. What I'm saying is the people who wrote, you said Luke, Matthew, the disciples who wrote the Bible, or wrote versions of the Bible, those people weren't perfect, but yet we write and we follow their words that they wrote. So how is, like, operating under the assumption that they're sinners, how is that different?
Bro, you already have an accusation for Matthew, Peter, Luke, you know. What
No,
what they
it's not
done?
an accusation. I'm
Yeah,
saying,
that's what you said. What they did. Tell me they are not perfect.
No, I'm
Tell me
saying-
what they did wrong.
did they sin or not? Are they
Tell
were they
me.
perfect?
Okay,
I
the Bible
cannot-
says that nobody is perfect. We are all
Okay.
sinners.
So
But you taking a gospel than anything else. See, the Bible says that this is the gospel. If anybody give you anything else beside that, you'll be cursed.
okay.
Period. I don't care about man. We are all not perfect, but you know what? We know that we have a mind, we have a brain. God gave it to him to find what is right and wrong. You know, God said that you can judge worldly thing when things. But when I'm telling you something, why don't believe me? It's very easy, boss. I mean, you saying that there is a error. First, you have to solve this issue. Just go and look at that Bible, whatever you have.
The King
and
James,
yeah,
I have the
King
same one.
James, okay. And no, but you said that you have other Bible that
Yeah,
change.
multiple, yes.
Yeah, so go and check that. I showed you, give you the difference, okay? Because they make it easy. NIV is so easy, but the meaning of that verse is not going to be changed.
Okay.
It's just to make it easy for people, because see, the King James was written in the 16th century, and that was a very difficult English.
Yes.
To make it easy, not to just change it, because we have so many original copy of the manuscript. Islam does not have it, Quran does not have it. They claim that, but they don't have anything. I have a $5,000. If anybody bring the second copy of the Quran, first they don't have it. He burned it, but first, second one, nobody even have that. They are reciting this Quran, which is printing in 1924. That was a Hafs guy. This is the guy. He never met Muhammad. Okay, this is a guy. This is called the recitation Hafs. This is called Riwayat Hafs. That's a guy named who is probably 225 years. Muhammad, he died after.
Yes.
That's his recitation. He never even met Muhammad. That's why you're reciting it. That's why you're believing it. All the Muslim.
Okay. This has been a good talk, but I have to get home.
Please,
I
do that.
appreciate it.
that, because all we can get salvation from Jesus. Nobody can give you, man. Muhammad cannot give you. Islam not gonna give. They're all false. Just like Joseph Smith, a false prophet. Muhammad just like he's a false prophet. Nothing more than that.
All right. What's your
God
name
bless you,
again?
Anthony.
Jerome. Nice to
Yeah,
meet you, Anthony.
okay, same way,
I'll
man.
see you again.
God bless you, man.
I'm gonna do my
All right.
reading.
Okay, that's your.
Oh,
that's
sorry,
mine.
sorry. Yeah, sorry
Yeah,
about that.
no problem.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
one.
Thank you.